From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. Winston. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score every snap, especially in the first few plays of any series. And a big score like that, it adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Tyrann Mathieu showing off a bit on that stop. Really nice tackle for loss. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Howell. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school, didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to his former level.
On first down, Howell. And it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Paulson Adebo. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, Parker, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Following the interception, Winston. He completes it to Beckham. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Jameis to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that goes to the goal line. If you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This defense for the Saints, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Winston. this go deep right side. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. Throwing, Winston. Rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good.
Off the play fake, Winston. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point. That'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Powell to the air on first and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a first and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. First down, Howell to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He lets it fly from Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they go play action with Howell. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault.
You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's probably a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the helm because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell buying time to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working out of the gun, Winston. That is caught at the 7. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. To throw is Winston. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
8 yards on the loss, brings a 2nd and goal at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Winston. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Winston to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Howell throwing on 1st down here. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd down, Howell now. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete.
This is a half game just for coverage. The entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
for it on fourth. Here's Howell. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
49-yard gain. That's good for the Saints.
Winston now to throw on first down. Going right back to Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Saints, first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Winston. Finding Alvin Kamara for the completion. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. Here's Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. From near the goal line, here's Howell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup of 17 yards. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Penny, the first down carry. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Seahawks.
They'll go play action. Howell. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Penny trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Faking the handoff. Howell. And he'll just chuck this one up into right. Third and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now Winston on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell, eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On 1st down, Howell. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing here, Howell. Under pressure, they got him again. Cameron Jordan in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Way backwards, it's 3rd and very long. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jameis now on 1st down. Looking long for Thomas. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Brown. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. After the sack on 1st down, Howell. This one goes underneath to Walker. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, man. That is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Steps away to his left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him.
Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, New Orleans. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Powell being chased out left. Going deep for Walker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Powell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Going deep for Walker. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Winston. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas. A 15-yard touchdown grab. Winston to throw for it. And the Saints are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
3rd and long. Here's Howell. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, he's got to be careful with this game where it is, Charles, throwing those out patterns, right?
You're exactly right, because this is why we always hear teams say, late in a game, you're trying to close things out. You'll work the middle of the field more than the outside portion, because if you throw one out there that hangs a little bit or you float it, it can be picked off and returned for a touchdown. And boy, what a dramatic turn of events.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wants to try to add the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Howell throwing again after the pick 6. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Second down, Howell now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Howell throwing on 1st down here. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So at 2 more, the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. Taken from about the 12.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down, how to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Winston here to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down, Winston. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. From the gun, Winston. That's caught. And he will not make it to the goal line. It's his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, Parker, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action with Howell. He'll find Metcalf. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. DK Metcalf. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Powell throwing for it. It's complete, and he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying.
And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. As this defense walks off the field, they should do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. Really just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Saints, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.
Whenever I touch